Hey YouTube, Ohio gozaimasu. Zach here, and having a little breakfast. And when I mean a little, I do mean just a little. So this morning, got a little bit of juice left over from my wife's that she made me. This looks to be about 2 ounces of juice. Carrots, dill, beets, lemon, carrot, uh, hopefully some ginger. I don't know if she did, but let me show you guys this really quick. So that's the juice, and I couldn't see the screen. I hope that got on. Anyway, bottoms up. Little sip. Okay, feeling a lot better since I've been adding a little bit of these juices into my daily life. Before the first 45 days of this or so, wasn't having any juice, and ended up weakening my immune system. So it's important to get enough greens sometimes. Um, so yeah, a little bit every day. Um, just spilled chocolate on my desk. Well, carob. So this is a really small smoothie. There's only 2 bananas in here. It's bigger because it's got lots of ice. Um, but I don't have any ripe bananas, or I should say I only had 6 ripe bananas left. And I made my wife's lunch, and I ended up adding one. I ended up adding my ripest banana, which wasn't saying much. So I added a third of a cup of sugar just to make sure I get in some carbs. But I'm feeling better. From this like weird 4-day all-out binge, tons of fat and sodium, and it definitely would have been a lot better than a binge in the past. A binge where I'm eating tons of. I wouldn't eat any meat, but I would eat dairy, and I love my dessert. And so if I was at like a Christmas party at my grandma's or whatever, and the dessert's out, and before, when I was vegetarian, I would just go all out on that dessert table, just eat as much as I want, and feel terrible and make bad decisions like water fasting and all that stuff. And you know, um, I did want to talk about water fasting a little bit, because my little sister, I heard, was through my mom. She texted me and was like, "Oh, your little sister is now she's only eaten fruit the last 3 days, and she just did a 10-mile run, and she's 12 years old. So I guess I'm inspiring her somehow." Um, but then I talked to my brother, who said that she wasn't eating hardly anything, and then for like 3 days, 4 days, and then was doing these crazy runs, and then she went and binged on Taco Bell. And I was like, oh my god, no, no wonder. Um, so I mean, calorie restricting can only get you so far. Um, I calorie restricted a little bit last night. I did not eat as much as I normally do throughout the day. I had a juice for breakfast, um, a smoothie for lunch, and that was probably only a total of 1,000 to 1,200 calories before dinner. And then for dinner, I only had like 3 cups of rice, and the rest of that falafel or something, and then cake. So I might have only got like 2,500 calories or so. And but I feel better. Like my body needed it, and I've been listening to just eat the carbs, stuff in the carbs. But sometimes your body can't do that, and stuffing in the carbs when and You know, there's nowhere for them to go, and yeah, so it's really important to listen to your body, and you know, stuffing the carbs is not a one size fits all way to be healthy, in my opinion. And but to be fair, my diet was shit the last couple days. But anyway, this video is running a little bit long. Grace, don't water fast. Don't go out and do these crazy runs and fasts. It doesn't work long term. Eat more bananas and eat more fruit, and just stuff them in as many as you can. But you know, you don't have to overeat either. Just got some papers here. You know, I don't want you to go starve yourself and then run and binge on Taco Bell. You know, for me, I used to do that too, and it's not sustainable. It makes you depressed too, because you can't eat. I was eating when I lost after I met my wife. When I lost about 50 pounds in half a year, and I wasn't really working out, and I was eating like 7 pieces of fruit every day, and that was it. But I didn't have the energy to work out, and I lost all of my muscle mass. I lost it all. So like all the muscle that I gained from doing P90X and stuff, and sure, I got down all the way to 167 pounds at one point, but I was weak. I couldn't do shit. I was pretty strong with the running, but you know, I lost all my muscle, and it didn't feel good to run. You know, I couldn't run a 10K. I could barely run a 5K. So now I can run a 10K, and yeah. Anyway, eat clean carbs. It's okay to binge out sometimes, but make sure it's vegan, not too much fat. But yeah, carbs. If you eat whole carbs, unlimited, you're good to go, always. I'll see you later. That looks good. Alright, I said I was going to go raw today, but I decided not to because I don't have any raw fruit right now, and I don't have really time to go out and get any more, so just gonna have some leftover rice and salsa from last night. Carbon up. Block 3. Day number 73. The challenge. That one felt really good, the challenge. I usually dread that one, but you know, I've just been feeling so good, so relaxed lately, and
And you know, I didn't eat that much food today in terms of weight. Normally, I'm having like, I don't know, 20 pounds worth of banana smoothie or something before my workouts, and you know, that's just too much for a guy like me. Just because I have so much room to store that glucose. So today, really small banana smoothie, juice, a little bit of juice, and then an OJ, and I was a little hungry before my workout and had like a cup of rice with 100 calories worth of salsa or whatever, 300 more calories. And man, I felt light. I felt good. My numbers were pretty not too conservative for me. It's conservative on the push-ups, not too conservative on the pull-ups. 26 and 7, respectively. And the only problems with the push-ups I had was the very last one, which for some reason, usually I that's my best one, the staggered push-ups, but today at the end I was having some trouble. I don't know. It must have been my mind only, because at the end I was killing it during the burnout. And then pull-ups, best day, hands down, or hands up, I should say. But yeah, I really surprised myself on the chin ups and such. So yeah, great workout, and yeah, let's see what's for dinner tonight. All right, cooking up some dinner tonight, and just a can of tomato puree, and got some curry powder, and yeah, just gonna dump a bunch in here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ah! And throwing that over some potatoes. That's it. Pretty simple. Probably have a little greens with it. Green onion. You know the drill. Peace out.
And here's the chronometer for day number 73. So a fairly small breakfast here, about 500 calories. Banana smoothie, just 2 bananas, but lots of sugar, and a little bit of juice. Then a half gallon of orange juice for lunch, and I had a little rice snack with salsa, and potatoes with curry powder. 3,300 calories, 70 grams of protein, 757 grams of carbs, 11 grams of fat, 90% carbs, 2.8% fat, and vitamins, carbs, etc., etc. Lots of potassium today. A little high on the sodium, but you know what? I'm not really feeling that bad about the sodium. I think it's actually helping a little bit. Just having a tiny bit more than I was having before. And here's the protein.
And that is the end of day 73, guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button below. Anyway, this morning I wanted to talk a little bit about my WaterFast past, because my sister was kind of doing it. It was brought to my attention, and yeah, I wanted to address her and let her know my past with water fasting. And I have done 3 water fasts in the past, and my first one was way back when I became a vegan back in January 2012, and I did an 8-day water fast, and I lost like 15 pounds, but I started to lose all my muscle mass. I didn't have the energy to work out because I wasn't eating enough after that, and I was really restricting my calories. And over time, over the course of a half a year, I hardly worked out at all. I was really lean, but I had low amounts of energy, and I had just lost all the muscle I had gained from previously losing weight, and also you naturally have a lot of muscle when you are bigger because you have so much to carry around all the time. And I completely lost all that because of water fasting. So, but in my opinion, there is a place for water fasting, and I think that in extreme cases, water fasting is okay. I think that, like, for bigger people that are just starting to lose weight, a 1, 2, or even 3 week water fast is gonna do the body right. Consuming mass amounts of water and flushing out heavy toxins right away. I think there's success with that. And also for spiritual purposes too, I think that there's been people that have been fasting over the years, yogis and different things like that, who use fasting in their practices, and I think that is okay too. But for the normal person who is just trying to look better in the mirror, fasting is not for you, and you're gonna just burn muscle. And yeah, I wish I never fasted. And to my little sister, please eat carbs. Just eat banana smoothies, and get them in, get that energy in, and don't lose all your muscle like I did. All right. So please eat carbs. Carb up. Cheers. Kanpai. Carb up.